Good evening. Welcome to A Child's Point of View. Tonight we have an awesome show for you. We have some awesome guests. But first of all, we have to start out with prayer. And I have Justin Dye here with me, one of our prayer chain children. He's going to open up with prayer for us tonight. You ready, Justin?
Yes.
All right. Can everyone bow their heads?
Lord, I thank you for this day. Lord, if we did anything that's unpleasing to you, please forgive us. And I thank you for the people that's at the TV show. And I thank you for whatever you're doing. And for the people that got affected by Hurricane Harvey and Hurricane Irma, give them the strength that they need, and give them things that they need. And all in agreement, say amen.
Amen. Good job. Okay, now we're going to have our little group sing for us. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
They're going to open up with song. We have Jean, we have Shanasia, and we have
Javier.
our little Javier. Okay, you guys ready?
First, before we sing,
Okay.
thank you for being here. We thank God for being here today. We thank God for Stop the Violence Prayer Chain, and we thank Miss Margaret for being here.
Oh, thank you.
3,
And we thank you for being
2,
here.
1. Light of the world, you step down into darkness. Open my eyes, let me see beauty that made this heart adore you. Hope of a life spent with you. And here I am to worship. Here I am to bow down. Here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me.
King of all days, oh so highly exalted, glorious in heaven above. Humbly you came to the earth you created, all for love's sake became poor.
And here I am to worship. Here I am to bow down. Here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. I'll never know how much it costs to see my sins upon that cross. I'll never know how much it costs to see my sins upon that cross. And here I am to worship.
Amen. Thank you. Awesome. We have two of our prayer chain children coming out to model some outfits for school. We have Janaya and we have Nevaeh. Take it over, ladies. Oh, God. And Janaya's wearing a uniform, pants and a shirt. Nevaeh's wearing a nice little dress with a nice pair of black boots, and you ladies look nice. Thank you. Okay, now we want to introduce our guests. We have some awesome guests tonight, and we're going to let them introduce themselves, and we're going to let them each one of them tell what they do. Okay, first.
Hi, my name is Hanifa Allen, and I'm an owner of Future Development Learning Academy, which is a daycare center.
Hi, my name is Tim Conley. I'm the owner of Delaware Remodeling, and also from time to time step up and teach some classes with the prayer chain to young adults and older teens on how to make a living with their hands.
Hi, my name is Gregory Baldwin, and I work with Power Clean Pros. I'm a co-owner, and Tim asked me to help him with fundraising, and me and my company were looking for something to step up and get involved in, so we stepped right up.
Hi, my name is Yusef Allen. I'm also owner of Future Development Learning Academy down in the city of Wilmington, located at 500 Maryland Avenue. And I also work for J.P. Morgan Chase down 4th and King.
Okay, now we're going to go over to our students that's going to be asking the questions. Can we go to each one of you and ask you to introduce yourself and let us know what school you belong to?
I'm a Kai guy, and I go to Skyline Middle School.
I'm Adriana Hutton, and I go to Gunning Bedford Middle School.
I'm Tyler Leach, and I go to Brandywine Springs.
Okay. I want to know, what do you guys do? What type of things do you like with activities? What do you like to do? Makai, what do you do?
I play football for the Wilmington Titans.
I play track, and I'm also in a bunch of extracurricular classes.
I play baseball for the Newcastle Dynasty.
Okay, great. We got some athletes up there, future athletes, sports. Okay, so do you guys have some questions for our guests? Who are we going to start with?
You can go.
Okay, Mr. Gregory, what work do you do?
I actually own a power washing company, and we started about 4 years ago.
Mr. Gregory, how much on average do you make per day at your company?
For the gusto. It depends. I would say our average job is around $500, and we try to do 2 a day. So $1,000, I would say.
I'm sorry, can I get your name again, please?
Mr. Allen, Yusef Allen.
Mr. Allen. What do you do at work?
I'm in a department called MEV. It's called Marketing Execution Validation. And what we do at J.P. Morgan, we audit things before they hit the market.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Hi. Hanifa
Hadith?
Allen.
Miss Hadith, on an average, how many kids do you have?
On average, we have up to 25 children, ages 2 to 5 years old, on a daily basis.
Miss Hadith, is it like crazy in the daycare? Is a lot of kids in there running around? Is it a hard job?
We have our days, especially on Mondays, where the kids come in and they're excited after the weekend, after being home. But on average, you know, when it gets hectic, we do have policies and things in place for the kids to get them engaged, and we work through it.
Ms. Hadith, what's your favorite thing about being a daycare teacher?
My most passionate and best thing in working in a child care center is the children. Instilling in them that they can do whatever they want in life, and me being the person to help introduce that to them at an early age, so that they can progress and be like the children that I see here today, like you guys.
Was it Mr. Todd? Todd? Yeah.
Tim Conley.
Tim, I'm sorry. Where are your businesses located?
Well, we have a few. Most of them are located in Smyrna. And then since I run the contracting company, we go wherever the work is. So anywhere in Delaware, we'll go to remodel someone's home or put an addition on for them.
Mr. Allen, Did you play any sports in high school, or do you like sports, period?
I like basketball. My height won't allow me to, get engaged with, playing ball. But if I had to pick a sport, basketball would have been my thing.
Mr. Tim, what's your favorite thing about working in a modeling agency?
Well, in a remodeling, the most fun thing is working with the customers and kind of learning what their dream is for their home, and then finding realistic, affordable ways for them to achieve that look in their home.
Ms. Anif, what do you hope to accomplish at your daycare?
What I look to accomplish is to instill grit in children, which is helping them to persevere at anything that they do, even if they are not able to achieve something, to instill determination in them, to allow them to keep on continuing to work at it and being the support that they need and encouraging them.
Mr. Gregory, what high school did you go to?
I went to Newark. I went and graduated from Newark High School in 1998. And actually, he was one of my fellow students there.
Mr. Tim, did you go to college?
I did go to college.
What college did you attend?
I went to Del Tech and Wilmington University.
Mr. Gregory, did you go to college?
I did go to college. I went to Del Tech.
Mr. Allen, what college did you go to?
Actually, I'm the only one probably on this panel that didn't go to college, but I would recommend all children experience college.
Mr. Tim, what elementary school did you go to, and was it tough there?
I went to Bayard Elementary, and it was a great experience. I loved Bayard.
Mr. Gregory, do you live locally?
Yes, I grew up in Bear and Newark. I grew up in Bear until I was 9, and I moved to Newark. And then now I still live in Newark.
Miss Hadi, what was your favorite grade and why?
My favorite grade, I would say, would be the 6th grade because I attended Cab Calloway School of the Arts. And it allowed me to participate in arts, which was, then it was something outside of the norm of the core subjects that you had. So because one of my things was I enjoyed singing and dancing, so I had an opportunity to do that in school. So I really enjoyed it at that time.
Right. Okay, I have a question. I've asked the children what they're doing and what they're working on and everything. Can you tell me something that you're doing now that, that you've decided to work on, or a goal that you're trying to get to?
One of my goals right now that I'm working on is obtaining my bachelor's degree in early childhood education. Because I believe if I want to challenge my children, I first have to challenge myself. So I'm continuing my education right now.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, Mr. Conley, I already know you got something fantastic in store for these children. So can you kind of let us know what you and Mr. Gregory here has been working on and what you guys are planning to do?
Well, right now we're focused on raising funds for the prayer chain to help out with day-to-day activities and expenses, and then a side project raising money to purchase a new passenger van to help get the children to and from events, and also help families that need help transporting to events or meetings or just the functions of everyday life. And on September 30th, we're going to be having a outside benefit raising money for the everyday funds for the prayer chain, which will include all kinds of raffles, 50-50, and just outside fun and gathering and getting together with other good people for a good cause. And that will be in Smyrna, Delaware at 334 Commerce Street, if you'd like to come on out and help out.
Awesome. Mr. Gregory?
Yeah, and I would just like to say that I'm trying to help Tim in his goals, and I've been reaching out to a lot of people. We have some great donations for a raffle, and I'm looking forward to to the event and looking forward to helping everybody in the future.
Amen. The kids will be, I mean, I know we all would be very appreciative of that. We're really, our hearts, oh wow.
Well,
yeah, much needed for the babies.
When you sent the message to Tim, I think he reached out to me, and the day before I had just saying I really need to get my hands involved in something. And it was almost like a sign. This guy called me up the next day,
you know,
and he didn't even tell me what he needed. He's just like, I know we reconnected for some reason, and I was like, I'm in. I don't care what it is, I'm in.
Right. You know, it's such a good feeling that you can do stuff to give back, especially when children are involved. You know, I'm hooked. You know, I'm hooked because basically working for for God and the calling that I have, and I get so emotional. I'm sorry. Like earlier, you know, just seeing the progress the children are making, it just really touches my heart. Knowing how they were when they first started within the group, and the progress that they made, and that they all know that they have to put God first in their lives, and it just touches me. Seth?
Is it possible we can ask the children a couple questions?
Yes.
I want to know, at your age group, how do you guys deal with peer pressure?
Well, like our coaches encourage us and tell us that we're gonna win, and we just have like pep rallies before the game and stuff like that.
I deal with peer pressure. If someone says I should do something that I know I shouldn't, I know it's not the right thing to do, because I use my self-control to stop myself from doing it, even though it sounds really good at first, but I know I'm probably going to get in trouble later.
And peer pressure, I just push through it and then hope it's done later.
It's good. It's good. How about you?
Last year, I used to play football for Claymont. This year, I'm playing flag football for Reed's Refuge, for Reed's Refuge Lions, for flag football.
And do you have any problems with people bullying you or trying to lead you in the wrong way?
Yes, I have one person that tried to get me in trouble, and I really don't listen. I just do my work and get good grades.
Awesome.
Good job.
Yes. Okay, awesome. Okay, any more questions for the children?
I got a question. So you said you guys do a lot of extracurricular activities. What can you name a few of them?
I'm on the track team. I'm running for student council, and I'm also in band and chorus.
I was in student council. I had a STEM after school program, and I did a leadership program, and then I did another one over summer, where you went for a week, and you got to do all this stuff about leadership, medicine, and that kind of stuff.
I voted for class president, and I was in a student leadership program too.
And how about you?
When I grow up, I want to be with the U.S. Air Force.
Okay.
Awesome. And he's really active. We did yesterday, we had our life skills class. So we decided to let the boys and the girls do learn household chores. So they did dishes, they made a bed, they they actually vacuumed, and he was one of the ones that was made a good bed and did the vacuuming. So he did awesome. And it's like, boys? I said, yes. I said, because you grow up, sometimes you might be, a bachelor and you're going to have to learn how to do all this stuff for yourself. So they did a great job. They all did. Okay. So we're going to go back over. Do you have any other questions?
I have one. Mr. Allen, to you, what is the most fulfilling part of working in a daycare center?
Oh, I don't work in the daycare. I'm just, me and my wife, which is Hanifa Allen, we own the daycare. So I don't work in the daycare.
Mr. Allen, if you had a chance to go to college, what college would you go to and why?
I would probably pick the college my daughter always talking about, and I think it's UCLA. So I'll probably try to go to UCLA.
Mr. Neef, was there any sports that you enjoyed while you were growing up?
I played soccer my whole life, 4 seasons a year, and that was pretty much my entire childhood was school and soccer, and I loved it.
Mr. Tim, do you think they should call soccer football and change football?
I don't know. I love football too now, so I guess that would be pretty confusing if they went ahead and changed things now. So I'll just stick with it.
Mr. Tim, what do you hope to accomplish in your modeling agency?
With my remodeling agency, I just try to pay the bills, keep the kids fed, and keep the family moving. I don't have a real huge goal with it, but my daydreams, I would imagine my children taking it over and running. We also have a number of properties that it lends itself to and blends together if you own properties, and you can also maintain them yourself. So in a perfect world, one of the kids would pick up the mantle and take it on, but hopefully they do better than me if they don't do that.
Okay, I want to hear something upbeat, happy, funny. Anything funny happened to you today, Makai?
Well, I was doing this test today, and it was real hard, and I was like, I don't even want to do this. And the teacher came over, she said, why you don't want to do it? I said, it's hard. She said, if you don't try, you will never accomplish stuff in your life and never give up.
That's
If
right.
you quit now, you'll quit in life.
That's right. That's awesome.
Something funny that happened to me today.
Yes.
Since the first day of school, my friend, she has been counting how many times she tripped, and today she finally hit 50.
Not really.
Nothing funny happened to you today. Okay. Nothing exciting. Okay, what about over here? Anything funny happen?
Well, yesterday we were cleaning our way out of an apartment we had just renovated for a landlord. So my shoes are outside the apartment, and I'm inside vacuuming my way out of the house, trying to make the vacuum lines like you're teaching. And I realized I need one more thing to wipe down the counters, so I tried to slip into my shoes without putting them all the way on, run across the parking lot, and trip and fall and knock over a 5-gallon bucket of paint.
Oh my
which
God.
I then, after a few choice words, had begun picking up, only to look up and see my guys all laughing at me in the corner who've been watching the whole time. So it was pretty much a
Wow.
perfect movie scene of
Wow.
an
Did the
embarrassing
paint
moment.
get all over you, or?
All over the ground, and I had to spend a good half an hour cleaning it up while
Oh,
everyone
wow.
laughed.
Okay. One more. Come on. Anybody? Something funny.
All right, well, I'm dealing with a newborn at home, so my whole life has been funny. I'm running out the house about 4 times, forgetting my keys, my jacket, everything. It's raining, leaving the door unlocked, just because I'm living off of hardly any sleep, so hopefully I can get some sleep tonight.
Oh, wow. I can imagine. Newborn. Okay, right now we're going to go take a break, and we'll be back.
Welcome back. My name is Jada. I go to Albert Palmer Elementary School, and here are our models.
What do I say?
Now I guess we're going to jump into some questions.
My name is Makai Guy, and I go to Skyline Middle.
My name is Justin Dye, and I go to Stubbs Elementary.
My name is Anthony Newman, and I go to Stubbs Elementary.
Mr. Tim, what do you think about violence?
About violence? Well, it's a true problem plaguing our entire country now, especially with tensions being so high throughout. It seems on every level that it's a worthwhile cause to fight against, and any bit of violence that we can stop and promote love and peace instead, I think, is a worthy cause and a victory in itself.
Thank you for your answer.
Miss Oliva, what do you think about the hurricanes?
The hurricanes? I just pray for all those who have been affected. It's unfortunate for all the people that are going through. But in this time, it makes me want to do more in giving back. Like I have given to the Red Cross in hopes of helping anybody in need. And I just think that it's a devastating thing, and I thank God that it's something I didn't have to go through. But I also pray for those who are dealing with the aftermath of all of those hurricanes.
Thank you for your answer.
Mr. Steph, what do you think about guns?
When I think about guns, I think guns is a tool, and I think when they're in the wrong hands, people will misuse them. I really feel like if we made less guns in this, I think the violence would not be as heightened as it is today.
Thank you.
Mr. Tim, do you have a gun?
Do I have a gun? Yes, I do have some hunting rifles. And I have some other antique guns in the home.
Mr. Tim, do you like your job?
Do I like my job?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I love my job. And if I had a job to pick out, I'd probably pick this one just due to the freedom that I have to move around with my job and all the people I get to meet and work with individually. And then also, it's a neat job that my skills offer me chances to really get involved and give back to people who need someone with skills, not necessarily something money can fix, but someone to get in and get their elbows dirty and their hands dirty and get involved in people's lives and make a difference with the skills that God has allowed me to create.
Mr. Steph,
Miss
are you good at your job, or do you like your job?
I like my job. I've been with them for 18 years, so yeah, I enjoy my job.
Thank you.
Miss Anita, what college did you go to?
I'm currently attending Del Tech Community College, and I'm also attending Wilmington University for some of my classes as well, seeking my bachelor's degree.
Mr.
Can you please tell
Gregory.
me your name again?
Hanifa.
What school did you go to when you was in second grade?
When I was in the second grade, I went to Marbrook Elementary School. I liked it because it was small, and it was mainly everybody from my neighborhood that went there, so I enjoyed it.
Mr. Tim, do you think your job's fun?
Yes, I pretty much have fun all day, every day. And, except for the stressful times when things don't go right. But in the end, when something doesn't go right, you just find yourself with a new project to fix, whether you created the problem or not.
Mr. Gregory, was school, did people encourage you or did they down you?
I would say I had a little bit of both. School wasn't bad for me. I had a lot of fun, lots of fun friends. I was the type that I didn't just stick to one group of friends. I wandered around, and that's the way I like to I like to keep an eclectic group of friends. I don't like to stick with one type of person. Sometimes I call myself the chameleon because I can mix in with anybody.
Do you guys have any questions for our new kids?
Yeah, I got a question. You guys are on TV now. Is like broadcasting or television anything you guys would like to do in your future?
Well, I've been on TV because I played in the Youth Pro Bowl. It was like a football tournament, and we was on TV. But I think TV is a good experience. You can get looked at more.
That's awesome.
I think TV is a good experience because you can get seen, and you can get seen by the whole world.
I think TV is a good experience because more people get to see you, and it's a lot of stuff that people can get to know about you.
So when you guys hear us talk about our lives and our education and our employment and the jobs that we have, any of those jobs seem fun to you, or what do you guys think about for fun jobs when you grow up?
The fun job I would like to be, it would be the U.S. Air Force or the U.S. Army.
The job that seems fun to me is being a football player.
Mr. Tim, I actually do like your job. I like to get messy, but I still do like football.
What are the I know you guys back in school now, but what are some of the highlights that you guys did over summer? What did y'all do to enjoy your summer? Everybody don't have to answer at once.
Miss Margaret and us we went to Florida for a week for the summer.
I went to the beach.
I went to Sky Zone.
Excuse me. Sarah, what is your name?
Tim,
What did it feel like having to leave your friends
having to leave my friends
at your old school?
at my old school? It was always hard to lose friends and move on, but it's always exciting and fun with meeting new friends. And luckily with all today's technologies, you don't ever really have to lose an old friend. There's a million and one ways to keep in touch as long as you don't let it run your life.
What are some of the things that you most enjoy about school?
Well, what I enjoy about school is I like science and social studies because when I do social studies, I feel happy and proud that I'm doing social studies because when I do social studies, it feels like you're actually getting something to know that nobody else knows that you can tell to other people that really doesn't go to school.
I like math and science and gym class.
Were you bullied Mr. Tim? Were you bullied in school?
Was I bullied in school? For the most part, I got along with pretty much everybody, so I think I was able to slip between the cracks of bullying, and I count myself blessed for that, not having to experience it.
I got a question. What's your favorite thing about Miss Margaret?
That she teaches us about God and she brings us on field trips and stuff.
She lets us put in God first, and she teaches us how to love God and read the Bible.
I like that she take kids and teach them new things and help them learn.
Yeah, what about you two?
I don't go there. How about you?
But you know Miss Margaret, right?
Yes.
So what's your favorite thing about her?
My favorite thing about Miss Margaret is
She is fun and great. She is grateful even when we are doing something that she doesn't really want us doing.
She's very
But she forgives us and we'll move on with it.
She's very optimistic about everything.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I do. This is a question for like all of y'all. Well, y'all like short in high school, and I mean, if in any school, and because of your height, did people try to bully you? Did people wanted to fight you because of your height?
Well, for me in high school, I never got bullied. I was pretty much the leader of my crew, as you would say. So bullying was never a factor for me in high school. So
I definitely, earlier, I don't know if I ever answered the question. I have been bullied before, and to be honest, my way to get around bullying was real easy. If you can make them laugh, usually, if you can make them laugh, you can get out of the situation. So I usually used a lot of humor, crack jokes. I could laugh at myself, so I'll make a joke about myself. As soon as that smile, I saw them crack a smile, I was out of there. So that's how I handled bullying whenever I felt I was.
And about the height, I've been short since day one, so never encountered a growth spurt, never had anything like that, but it never led itself to any kind of bullying that I had to deal with. But it definitely influenced what sports I played and what activities I excelled at.
And we will be back after a short break. Welcome back. Miss Anifa is going to answer a question, and then they will jump into questions.
My question was, have I ever been bullied? No, I have never been bullied, and I have always been tall for my age. And no, I've never been bullied. I can honestly say.
Mr. Allen, what do you do? Well, what do you and your wife do for fun with your family?
with the family,
Yeah, and with the daycare.
every summer we always take a trip to the beach and stay in a condo down there. We try to do amusement parks. We didn't get to none this year. And around Christmas time, we usually take the family either to Florida or Great Wolf Lodge. So, yeah.
Thank you.
My family, we're travelers, so we like to travel a lot. We travel all over the place, and I play sports. I like to do stuff that involves the whole family, so we like to eat out a lot and travel, and I still play soccer now, and that's about it.
My wife's a teacher, so as soon as summer hits, it's nothing but fun. It seems like everything is planned, and we spend a good portion of the summer. We have a boat that the whole family comes and we stay on, and it's just relaxing, family, enjoying good food and good jokes, and real coming together and bonding time. And when we're not there, we like to go up to do a lot of hiking and as many outdoor activities as we can squeeze in.
Well, my kids enjoy Great Wolf Lodge in the Poconos. It's an indoor water park, and we have a lot of fun there. Because when it's cold around Christmas time, they're able to still go swimming.
Mr. Gregory, what did you like better for special, gym or art?
Well, that's kind of tricky because art. Okay, we were taught art class. I'm not the best artist. I mostly make music, so I still make music. But I mean, I love gym. Gym was the best. I mean, I'll come to school just for gym.
And gym class would have had to have been my favorite also. And as Wayne can say, in gym class in middle school, the high school soccer coach was our gym teacher. So it was just a 2-year tryout for the high school soccer team. And didn't matter what the sport was. If you were climbing a rope or playing volleyball, you were in 110% every time. And it was by far the highlight of my school day.
I like the gym too. So I wasn't too good at drawing and art, so gym was my thing.
I enjoyed art because it was a time for me to be creative. I wasn't a fan of gym all the time because in high school we had to go swimming and I didn't like getting my hair wet.
Miss Annie, where did you go to college?
I'm currently attending
Oh, yes.
Delta. That's okay. And I'm still pursuing my in early education. Yeah.
I have a question. What team do you like for us in football?
I like the Steelers and the New York Giants for Odell Beckham.
I like the Colts.
I like the Vikings.
Miss Nife, was it ever hard for you to, is your kids bad or good or both?
I don't like using the term bad so to speak, because I believe that children act out due to things that are going on. So what I call it is challenging behavior. And so what I do with that is I try to see how I can get the child, I build a relationship with the child to make them feel like we have a relationship and that they still get the same respect as they would give me. And as I build on the relationship, then I work on a child who has behavior issues. But I have a mixture. I have kids who do really well and I have kids who do have challenging behaviors, but we work at it.
What is the best part of your day at your job?
Break.
Best part of my day at my job is I'm the type of person that just likes to get in there and get it done. So I like just getting started and making sure that I got a good plan so that I can get in there. I like working efficiently, so I don't like wasting any time. So I like to have a plan and see it done, see it executed.
Yeah, our days, so much of the day is preparing and getting started and then also cleaning up at the end, but there's a zone in the middle where you look up and you're working your tail off, and you look up and everybody around you is all working their tail off, and there's that sweet spot in the day for 4 or 5 hours where everybody's just nailing it and getting the job done, and that's an incredible feeling.
I have one too.
Mr. Alec, do you like geometry or algebra?
Do any of y'all have kids, and do they play well, yeah, y'all got kids, but do any of y'all kids play sports? Do any of your kids play sports?
My daughter is she's in gymnastics, and she wants to do ballet and soccer. So about to get started in that next.
Hi.
Okay, I'm back. I just want to say this has been a great show. All the children did awesome. You guys did wonderful. Thank you to our guests. Thank Yusef. Thank Gregory, Tim, Hanifa. I mean, everything was just blessed. I just want to thank each and every one of you. What do you guys think about a show like this for children? I mean, I can't think of any shows around that children host their own show.
It's pretty awesome.
It is cool, and giving the children a chance to ask us questions that we may not see coming, and catch us off the cuff and get some honest answers. And I think it was pretty fun.
Right. Yeah, out of the mouths of babes. So we have to go. That's our time. So I wanted to thank everybody for viewing and thank everybody for coming, all of our guests. And I pray that we have a safe trip back home. God bless everyone. Thank you.